ChatGPT, I want to make the world's most amazing sliders. Can you create a custom recipe that will blow everyone away at my Super Bowl party?
Absolutely. Let's create a custom slider recipe that will be a hit at your Super Bowl party. Here's a unique and delicious recipe for Gourmet BBQ Bacon Sliders with Spicy Mango Salsa.
We're back in the AI kitchen, ready to do some more food experimentation as we like to do. And today, as you saw, we're making some sort of gourmet barbecue bacon sliders. And I'm gonna, first time ever, try to chop a mango, because that's part of it, this mango salsa. I've never chopped a mango in my life, so feel free to judge me. Is it like an avocado? No. Does it go right through? Oh, there's some sort of pit in it. It's tough. It's so tough. I don't know. All right, so this is kind of working, okay? We're kind of getting somewhere, because now I'm gonna do this. I feel like there's a big pit inside. This doesn't look very ripe. Isn't this supposed to be orange? Hold on, let's try this side. This looks like a terrible mango. Does it smell like mango? Yeah, kind of. I don't know. There's clearly something hard inside. Pit of some sort. An armpit. Oh, see, it goes there. I don't know what I'm doing. So guys, you know, I like to start off the videos by letting you know, see, look, that's some sort of weird white stuff. Letting you know that I am not a professional cook. My goodness, there's like nothing, there's no food here. I'm not a professional cook, if you couldn't tell. You know, I'm showing my non-expert cookedness right here in the beginning. What I like to do is I like to ask AI to create a recipe for us and then try cooking it and see how it comes out. This one of the first things it's telling me to do is get some mango salsa ready, which at this point I'm feeling like I should have just ordered some mango salsa on at Publix or something. So here, we're gonna do this. I don't think you're supposed to eat the outside. I know that much. I'm just gonna kinda cut towards my own fingers. That's always brilliant with a sharp knife. Don't do that, guys, don't do that. Bad advice to do that. All right, so let me know down below how the heck I was supposed to cut this mango, because this can't be right, but it's what I've done. Also, let me know if this mango is just ripe or not ripe. Can't tell that either, because I've never worked with mangoes. All right, anyways, to start off, what's the recipe say? Unripe mango diced. Now, I'm not sure I have a ripe one, but I am dicing it. I'm getting some mango pieces out of it. Do this step first. Do it better than I'm doing it. That's my high recommendation. If you want to do it as poorly as I do it, I'm okay with it. I'm not going to judge you, because I did it this poorly. All this stuff left. There must be more mango on there. What I'll recommend. I recommend go find a YouTube video that tells you how to dice a mango before you try dicing a mango, because that was difficult. And I don't have much mango from that giant mango. Also, based on the fact that it's the wrong color from what I've seen mangoes look like in the past, it'd also be good to figure out how to find a ripe mango at the grocery store. Now, I just ordered it and let Walmart pick, and that was my mistake, because clearly the mango shopper did not know what it was supposed to look like. But I wouldn't have as well. So either, as well either. Anyways, let's stop talking about mangoes. We got a diced mango, or as good as I'm gonna get today in this episode. Let's move on with the recipe. I know a lot of you don't like it when I cook outside. You want me to cook inside the house, but you know, sometimes it's more convenient for me to cook outside. Today's a good example. We need a red onion, finely diced as well. Today's a good example because my kids are doing school inside. Oops. I don't feel like my knife is sharp enough, guys. Do you agree? Onions are flying everywhere. It says we need a quarter of a red onion diced. Just a quarter. So that's what we're gonna do. Quarter of a red onion, diced. Okay, so next it says we need a small jalapeno, seeded and diced. That's a giant jalapeno. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it in half. And I'm gonna use my little trick that certainly didn't originate with me, where I take all the seeds out with a plastic bag in my hand, so later I don't accidentally touch my eyes with jalapeno juice and start crying. So this is like my cheater's method when you don't have gloves. You know, I used to keep gloves in the kitchen. That was smart. I should do that again. Get all these seeds off there. All right, so I think I got all the seeds out. Now I should dice it up. All right, sorry, I had to find the cilantro. I did finally find it. I want to take all these ingredients and put them in a bowl. You got the jalapeno, you got the onion, and you got the mango. Put them all in together, and then we're gonna add in a little bit more. It's not done yet. We're doing this first because like all the flavors need to meld together, it says. You know, we need to give the acidity of the lime juice time to work, things like that. So we also want a little cilantro, which like I said, took me a minute to find. Let me rinse it. 2 tablespoons of freshly chopped cilantro. What do you think? Right about there? Maybe a little more. That should be enough. Chop, 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 chop. That's probably not how you're supposed to chop cilantro. Certainly is a good way to wake people up though. All right, so there's our cilantro. I want 2 tablespoons of that. And I'm just putting that in with the mango and all that other stuff. That's part of the salsa. Small jalapeno seeded and juiced. Oh wait, juice of 1 lime. Here's a tiny lime. I might juice 2 limes because of the size of these, but just juice it into here. That was actually pretty juicy. Maybe that will be enough juiced. Just want to mix that all together and then add a little bit of salt to taste, it says. Filling a little. I think that's enough lime juice. I could put a little more. It's more of like a, I guess it's a salsa. Would you call that a salsa? Smells good. I'm gonna put a little more lime juice because I ordered the second lime. Might as well add a little more. It's not gonna hurt it. And I'm gonna put a little salt in there and set it aside. All right, and then I'm adding a little bit of salt. I'll give it one more stir, and I wonder if I should set it in the fridge or leave it out at room temp. Oh, it says set aside in the fridge. Okay, so we'll put this in the fridge while we work on making the sliders. Now I already know one of the big things I need to have done before I move on is some bacon. I need some bacon cooked because that's part of the final steps and I just gotta get it done. So we're gonna move over to my little stovetop here and we're gonna cook some bacon up. So I don't know how much I need to show of the bacon cooking process, but basically it wants 6 slices cut in half, which would be 12 total slices cooked on a skillet. And of course you may need to work in batches. Like I only fit about, what is that? 10 there, which would be 5 slices of bacon. That's actually probably enough for me, but I think the idea is it's gonna make 12 sliders, or it's supposed to if we do it right. And with those 12 sliders, each one would get 2 half slices of bacon. That make sense? No, one half slice of bacon? Those are pretty big, so I guess we could cut them in half again. I don't know. Either way, cook some bacon up. You need bacon. All right, so the bacon is cooking. I'm kind of letting it do its thing. I'm gonna flip it over. Coming along pretty good. It's bacon, folks. I guess this is a tutorial of how to cook bacon. Put it on a skillet, turn it, keep turning it and cook it until it's done. Now, I'll go ahead and I'll turn the camera away from that and over this way, dun, 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 via the magic of my hand. There you go, we got ground beef here, guys. We got ground beef, let's zoom out. We're gonna get the patties ready for this recipe. And we need 1.5 pounds of beef it calls for. The smallest I could find, well, I could either get 1 pound or I could get 2 things of 1 pound, but it was cheaper to get this 2¼ pound thing. Long story short, I'm not gonna use this all. I'm gonna use like 2/3 of it and plop it in there. Beefy, 1.5 pounds of ground beef. There you go. To this meat, we're gonna add a teaspoon of smoked paprika, which I have 1/2 teaspoon here, so I'm just gonna do it twice. 1 teaspoon total of smoked paprika, and then 1 teaspoon total of garlic powder. 1, 2, there we go. Then want to add some salt and pepper to taste. I don't know what that means, so I'm just gonna add a bunch of salt because I like the taste of salt. And I'm gonna add a bunch of pepper, not pepperoni, but pepper. Now what's up next is I think I'm gonna have to use my hands and dig into this and kind of mix it all together. But I wanna get, and then I'm gonna turn it into 12 patties, but I wanna get the bacon off first. The bacon is close. It says crispy, so I think we need to go a little bit longer, but we're getting pretty darn close to being done with the bacon. All right, so the bacon is pretty much looking done. Oh, hot. Bacon looks good, so we're gonna take that off and we're gonna put it onto a paper towel lined plate. And I knew it was gonna be time to get my hands dirty. I sure enough was right. We're gonna go ahead and combine all the ingredients like so. And we're gonna form us some patties. And just don't be scared to get your hands a little dirty, you know? They're not really dirty, they're just meaty. Meaty is deliciosity. That's on the t-shirt. My blind fell down behind me, guys. Can you tell? I think it's better though. I think the lighting is better with a blind on the ground. So, remember that song? Pants on the ground, pants on the ground. That was a good song. So now it's blind on the ground, blind on the ground. Looking like a fool with my blind on the ground. Hat turned side, well, I don't have a hat on, but look, I think the lighting is way better. It's way brighter. Sorry for the dark lighting. Now it's bright and better, I think. You tell me. I'm gonna leave it on the ground, I think, is the moral of the story, because it looks so much better. Okay, this is so cold. Oh, so cold, but I think it's pretty well mixed, and now I wanna make 12 patties. I don't know, like, maybe I'll make balls first. 1, because I want them to all be even. 2, 3, 4, I think these are too big, but that's okay. We'll work as we go. 5, I want 12. I'm now squishing them down. These feel a little bit bigger than sliders though, I don't know. But they're gonna shrink when we cook them, so it might be just fine. I don't want it to be like a smashed burger. I want it to be like a little thick, but not like crazy thick. All right, I'm calling that good. 12 slider patties, Beauteous Maximus. Now let's get our little skillet thing heated up. I really like, I made those, oh, my hands are disgusting. I made those smashed Big Mac tacos, which are amazing, and I used my like pancake skillet, and I loved using that, so I'm gonna use that again here. There's our bacon. We are gonna need some Gouda cheese, some smoked Gouda. What else? What else am I missing? Let me check. All right, so I think we're ready to get these cooking. I think what I'm gonna do to start is the buns, because ChatGPT says we should like toast the buns a little on our griddle. We also have smoked Gouda. We're ready to go. Here's my slider buns. It does call for brioche slider buns, which are fancier and probably tastier. But I'm hoping the burger patties shrink. Yeah, so let's take a little butter first. Butter my skillet, and we'll kind of drop the buns into the buttery delight for increased deliciosity. The power cord's like pulling on my, are these not pre-cut? How lame. Stand by. All right, well anyways, check if your buns are pre-cut. Mine were not. So I found the one knife in the house that can't even cut bread. Hold on. You know, you could probably use those Hawaiian sweet rolls too, and that would also be good. Wait, I don't want to mix these up. All right, so I'm just throwing these chopped up buns on here just to get them like buttery and delicious. Delicious. And a little toasty. Just a couple more. I'm gonna do it like this though. You probably can't see that. It's probably off camera, but I'm cutting the whole 6-pack at once. In one fell swoop. Boom, like that. Fit more that way. All right, so the buns are toasting. It's always good to have toasty buns. So we are gonna put 1 piece of bacon on each, it says. And we're also gonna put 1 piece of Gouda, but not a whole deli slice of Gouda, which is what I have here. Big giant deli slices of Gouda. That's gonna be too big. So I'm trying to figure out, maybe cut them in half. Not even half though. I almost feel like I need to cut them. I have a plan. I'm gonna stack it all high. 1 big stack. I'm just gonna like squarify it so it fits better on the patties and the buns. I don't know. I don't know if this is a good idea, but that's what I'm doing. There we go. So now I have all these like little perfect squares of Gouda that we'll put onto the burger when it's ready. I think that'll be good. And this other stuff will hold for later. For a little snacky snack. Oh yeah, these buns are nice and toasty. I'm just gonna flip them over, get the other side a little toasted. They look pretty good. Probably been like 2 minutes. My heat's actually on max, so I'm surprised it didn't overcook them because I kind of got distracted. But it's kind of perfect. These ones I put on last, so they're the least done. Those are gonna come off. I'm gonna put them just like onto a big display like platter. I don't know, doesn't really fit the theming, but that's okay. I wanna try to find some bottoms. That looks like a top. Bottom. That looks like a bottom, that looks like a top. See, I'm figuring it out. I mean, just these rolls kind of look delicious. I would eat them as is. All right, so the toasted buns we're gonna put on standby. And then the patties are going on. Patty mayonnaise. Let's see, I'll use my spatula. Oh wait, should we grease it again? Nah, it'll self-grease. These are greasy burgers, they're 80-20. Now historically, I put like a thumbprint in the middle of my burgers so they don't turn into circles. I might need to do that. I didn't think about it. I'll show you what I mean. Generally, I'll do like this in the middle of each burger because it helps it not turn into a big circle. Now while these cook up, we can kind of start getting ready to assemble. It says that you can add a thin layer of aioli, or just mayo to the bottom of the buns, to the bottom bun. And so I think I will do that. I'm gonna go ahead and add some mayo. I don't have aioli, so we're gonna do mayo. That's what I got. You don't need to do this, this is optional. Probably more than enough. So I'm just spreading some mayo on the bottom, dropping it a little. I don't have a steady hand, guys. I could never be a doctor. I don't think anyone would want me to be a doctor after watching my cooking channel. Horrifying. Those poor patients. Maybe I should make a YouTube channel. AI doctoring. Not a bad idea. It's a horrible idea. All right, so I got my 5 bottom buns here. Huge mess I've made, and my 5 top buns. Let's flip over these burgers. They look like, I don't know, it's been about 2 minutes. Yeah, they're ready for flipping. They look like sliders, guys. They look like sliders. Mission so far has been accomplished. This thing does not cook perfectly even, I can tell. So let's do like 2 minutes and then we'll put some cheese on them. All right, so I think they're pretty close. We're gonna start adding the Gouda. They really did shrink quite a bit, but hey, they're sliders, that's fine. Gonna add our Gouda cheese to these. These ones on the right are cooking faster, I can tell. Even with how small I made the Gouda, it's still a little large. But more Gouda just makes it Gouda. Cheesy. Cheesy jokes for the win. This is a thick piece. We'll just do it like that. So these are gonna come off and go onto the buns, which I have the mayo on. And then we're gonna put the salsa on. And then you can do barbecue sauce on top of that, it says. Now it says the barbecue sauce is optional, but I'm gonna choose yes. So I'm just gonna throw that on the bottom. Oops, it's spilling everywhere. I have a couple buns here. I guess I could try it without it too, but what's the point? I know I want barbecue sauce. Just mix it in with the mayo. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm adding barbecue to the bottom of these buns. If you can't see, I'll show you now. So now I've got barbecue sauce and mayo on there. Some of these burgers I think are good to go. Look at all that grease. I told you I didn't need to add any I almost want to put them onto a plate with a paper towel to degrease them a little. Let me do that. Because to me, there's nothing worse than a soggy bun. So I'm just gonna pop them onto a plate here first. I don't know if this, it doesn't say to do this, guys. Do at your own risk. Or at your own delight. All right, anyways, we're good enough. We're happy. We happy, Pappy? We're happy. So let's take these and plop them onto the bottom buns. These are our burger patties. or sliders, as it were. It's still a lot of Gouda. Maybe I should have made the Gouda even smaller, but we'll see. If the Gouda tastes good, I guess it's not an issue. Okay, so there's our little burgers. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, and all we need to do now is add our pineapple salsa. I put the burgers on the patties, or on the buns. I mean, I don't know, how do I do this without getting it everywhere? I guess I don't. We got barbecue sauce on there. These are our sliders. Maybe a little messy. It almost looks like pineapple. I almost wonder if pineapple would be better. Pop the buns on, and boom, there you go. We've got amazing pineapple sliders. Look, this is the thumbnail. Let's try them, see if they're good. Moment of truth. I forgot the bacon. Spoiler though, they're already delicious. Now we're gonna try with bacon. Bacon takes it to the next level, as you may expect. It's freaking amazing. Might even be better with like fresher mango or more ripe mango, but these are really good. Really, really good sliders. Better than any I've had at a restaurant, which we're cooking at home. Of course it's better. Add a little more salsa in mine. 10 out of 10. I would definitely cook again. I inhaled that first one. I'll bring these into my family and let them eat them, but these are great. Try these for sure. Best slider I've ever made. Hopefully you too. Thanks for visiting the AI Kitchen. We'll see you next time.